My left wrist burns like someone shoved a live wire under my skin every damn time Jungkook gets anywhere near the city. I glare down at the glowing implant buried in my forearm. The stupid red string system is blinking 0.01% in weak red letters. Out of 50 million people crammed into this rainy, neon-drenched hellhole called Seoul, the government's fancy algorithm swears me and that 31-year-old rebel leader are basically born to hate each other's guts. Enemies. That's it. And me? 23, elite agent for the Coalition Task Force. My whole job is to hunt the bastard down and put him in a body bag. Earth to YN, Jackson's tired voice cracks through my earpiece. You're staring at that damn red string again? It's just code, dumbass. Get your head in the game. I roll my eyes and shift my sniper rifle on the slick rooftop. Rain hammers down hard, soaking my tactical gear until it feels like I'm wearing wet cement. Chill, Jackson. I'm just admiring how the government officially confirmed I have zero fucking chemistry with the city's most wanted terrorist. Eyes on the warehouse. He mutters. Intel says the Viper unit is dropping shit tonight. Jungkook's supposed to be there. My personal line suddenly cuts in, cutting through the static. Tell me you're not freezing your ass off on another rooftop eating that nasty beef jerky again? Ara's voice hits me, warm and bossy even though she's only 19. A small smile tugs at my lips before I can stop it. Ara's too smart for her own good, hacking circles around half the CTF techs while going to college on the money I bleed for every single day. She's the only family I've got left. I'm working, Ara, I whisper, eyes still glued to the scope. And it's jerky, not a protein bar, smartass. Gross. You're gonna get scurvy and die on me. Her fingers fly across her keyboard. I can hear the rapid clacking. Wait, you're in Sector 4 tonight? The grid looks fucked. A bunch of off-the-books strike teams just got rerouted straight to you. No logs, no body cams. My stomach drops. Off the books? It's just my unit out here. I'm literally inside their back door right now, YN. These guys aren't here for a normal raid. I think they're setting up a purge. They're gonna wipe the rebels and anyone who gets in the way. Her voice cracks, suddenly sounding like the scared little sister she used to be. They're coming for blood tonight. Ara, log the fuck out right now, I hiss, already standing up and abandoning the rifle. If they trace you... I'm rerouting their comms to you so you can hear everything. Hold on, I'm heading to the internet cafe 3 blocks away for a cleaner bounce. Ara, do not come down here. My voice rises. It's a fucking war zone. Too late. I'm already in the alley behind the cafe. Just give me 2 minutes. The line cuts dead. Ara. I slap my earpiece, heart slamming against my ribs. Nothing but silence. Panic floods my veins, cold and sharp. Fuck the mission. Fuck Jungkook. Only Ara matters. I bolt for the fire escape, boots slamming down the wet metal stairs 3 at a time. The second my feet hit the ground, the first explosion rips through the night. The shockwave slams me into a brick wall, knocking the air out of my lungs. Flames shoot up into the pouring rain, turning everything blood red. Gunfire explodes everywhere. This isn't a raid anymore, it's a straight-up massacre. I yank out my sidearm and sprint through thick black smoke toward the alley Ara mentioned. Command, this is Agent YN. Unmarked units are firing on civilians in Sector 4. I need backup now. Only static answers. They jammed everything. I round the corner and skid to a stop, horror punching me in the chest. 3 big guys in unmarked tactical gear have Ara pinned against a chain-link fence. One has his thick fingers twisted cruelly in her hair, yanking her head back so hard her neck strains. The second is already ripping at her jacket, his free hand grat-pig down her body, while the third laughs low and nasty, unzipping his pent. They aren't here to arrest her. They're here to artillery her first, then make sure she never talks. Loose ends. Hey, you sick ducks! I scream, raising my gun with shaking hands. Before I can squeeze the trigger, a dark shadow drops from the fire escape above like a goddamn predator. He lands hard, boots splashing in the puddles. Wearing torn black combat jacket, silver chains glinting against his chest, dark mask pulled down around his neck. Rain and sweat plaster his dark hair to his forehead. Tattoos peek out from his sleeves. Jungkook. He moves like lightning. In one brutal motion, he grabs the rifle of the guy trying to pin Ara, twists it until the bone snaps with a wet crack. Then he slams the asshole's face into the brick wall so hard the guy drops like dead weight. The second bastard curses and lunges for his knife, still trying to keep his grip on my sister. Jungkook rips the man's arm away from Ara's body and drives a vicious kick straight into his chest. The guy flies backward, crashing into the dumpsters with a sick thud. Jungkook's breathing hard, knuckles bloody, rain sliding down his sharp jaw. He turns to Ara, who's shaking on the wet ground, jacket torn open, tears mixing with the rain on her face. He stretches out a tattooed hand. His voice comes out low and rough. Get up. We gotta move. Now. Ara reaches for him, terrified but desperate. That's when the pain hits me, like fire exploding up my left arm. I gasp and drop to my knees in the puddle, clutching my wrist. The red string implant sparks and burns under my skin. Jungkook flinches hard too, grabbing his own wrist like it just electrocuted him. He stumbles back a step, eyes wide. Taehyung, I look down. The old 0.01% is gone. In its place, glowing blood red and impossible is 99.9%. Jungkook's dark eyes snap up and lock onto mine across the alley. Rain pours between us. His chest heaves. The same raw shock I feel is written all over his face. You, he breathes out, voice deep and gravelly. It sends a shiver racing down my spine even through the chaos. For one frozen second, the whole world narrows to just him and me. Enemy, stranger, soulmate, the word feels insane. Then the roar of CTF armored vehicles tears around the corner. Headlights cut through the rain like knives. The Black Ops squad has us trapped. My heart slams against my ribs. Ara is still on the ground, Jungkook standing between us and the incoming hell. Everything just changed in the worst and most dangerous way possible. Jungkook's POV! Pain explodes up my left arm like someone poured molten lava straight into my veins. I slam back against the cold, wet brick wall, chest heaving, rain hammering down on us like it wants to wash this whole fucked up night away. My fingers dig into my wrist so hard the skin might bruise. The implant under my skin is glowing bright, screaming 99.9% in harsh neon crimson. I force my eyes up through the blur of rain and lock onto her. Agent YN, the Coalition Task Force's perfect little sniper. The ghost who's been breathing down my neck for 6 long months, always one step behind, always ready to end me. Her own wrist lights up the dark alley like a warning flare, casting a warm amber glow across her shocked face. She stares at me like I'm the devil himself. Funny, since she's the one working for the bastards who ruined this city. What the duck did you do? She breathes, voice shaking with pure venom even as her gun trembles in her hands. What kind of rebel malware did you just shove into me, John? A dark, bitter laugh rips out of my throat. You serious right now, sweetheart? You think I want anything to do with a government lapdog like you? Your corrupt system is the one breaking. My system doesn't glitch, she snarls, stepping protectively in front of her little sister. Ara, the teenager I just pulled off the ground, is clutching her laptop bag like it's armor, eyes wide and darting between our glowing wrists. She's still shaking from what those sick Black Ops assholes almost did to her back in the alley, hands on her body, tearing at her clothes, ready to rip her before putting a bullet in her head. Before I can fire back, tires screech loud. 3 unmarked CTF cruisers flood the alley. They're boxing us in. I curse under my breath. Adrenaline surges, drowning out the burn in my arm. I move without thinking and grab YN's wrist. The second our skin touches, a sharp, heavy jolt of electricity shoots straight through me, warm, possessive, and so fucking intense it steals the air from my lungs. My pupils blow wide. For one crazy second, all I want is to yank her against my chest and shield her from the world. What the actual hell is wrong with me? YN gasps and tries to rip her arm free. Don't ducking touch me. Unless you want your sister's brain splattered on these bricks, shut up and run. I roar over the sound of guns chambering rounds. I don't wait for permission. I drag her forward, snatch Ara by the collar with my other hand, and kick open the rusted service door of the abandoned warehouse just as bullets rip through the chain-link fence behind us. We stumble into the pitch-black building. Dust and gunpowder choke the air. I shove both girls behind a thick concrete pillar right as the windows explode inward from suppressing fire. Glass rains down everywhere. Move! Down the stairs! Into the sub-level! I bark, pushing YN's shoulder. I don't take orders from terrorists. She spits, eyes flashing with fire even in the dark. I crowd right into her space, towering over her, our faces inches apart. The air between us crackles with that insane energy, thick, heavy, impossible to ignore. My heart slams against my ribs. You do tonight. Those assholes out there aren't wearing badges. They're a cleanup crew. After what they tried to do to your sister in that alley, they're here to erase my squad and anyone who saw too much. You two just became collateral. Now move. She swallows hard, throat bobbing. For a split second, something raw and scared flashes in her eyes before she grabs Ara's hand and sprints toward the metal staircase. I stay right behind them, firing 3 blind shots back toward the entrance to buy us time. We crash down into the sublevel, a dark maze of rusted pipes, dripping water, and old subway tunnels that smell like mold and forgotten secrets. I yank a burner phone from my vest and hit speed dial. It rings once. Tell me you aren't dead, Taehyung's smooth, velvety voice drawls, way too calm for a war zone. Tunnels. Grid 4, extraction, now. I'm already smashing through a barricade for you, JK. 2 minutes. I hang up and keep pushing us forward until we reach a heavy iron grate. One hard kick and it flies open with a loud clang. A matte black armored SUV drifts around the corner. It stops inches from us. The passenger door kicks open. Kim Taehyung leans over from the driver's seat, sleeves rolled up on his designer shirt like he just left a club instead of dodging bullets. His sharp eyes scan us, a lazy smirk on his lips. You called for an Uber? He says smoothly. Then his gaze lands on Ara. Shivering, soaked, still clutching her laptop. His smirk falters. He does a slow, careful sweep of her face, something darker flickering in his eyes. Well, who is this? Ara glares back, her attitude snapping back into place now that the immediate danger is gone. Your worst nightmare if you don't floor it, pretty boy. Taehyung raises one eyebrow, a dangerous smile slowly spreading. I like her. Drive, Taehyung, I yell, shoving YN and Era into the back before throwing myself into the front seat. I lean my head back against the headrest, trying to catch my breath. I glance at the rearview mirror. YN is staring right back at me, arms wrapped tight around her sister. Her eyes are dark, guarded, burning with hatred that should match mine, but the red string says otherwise. I clench my jaw and look away, rain still dripping from my hair. We might be soulmates according to some broken algorithm, but I know the truth deep in my bones. I'm going to destroy her before she destroys me. Or, at least, that's what I keep telling myself as the SUV races deeper into the night, carrying us somewhere neither of us wants to go.